guys, it's Kanan.
It's Jesse.
And we are the Geeky Saying Couple, and today this is our reaction to RWBY Volume 7, Chapter 8, Cordially Invited. This is the last RWBY episode of 2019. Next week there will be a break, and then we will start back up in 2019. 2020. I've got a lot on my mind right now, okay? I'm still tired from yesterday at work, and we gotta go back today and do this exact same thing. But, shorter episode this week, 15 minutes, so you're looking about maybe 13 minutes, if that, with the opening and all that. So yes, we are going to an Atlas dinner party. I'm expecting a lot of political talk, and that kind of stinks because I hate politics. So I had an epiphany last night after we went to bed. I was just laying in bed thinking random stuff, and I had said on Twitter last night that if Team RWBY and the others don't get formal outfits, I would be very upset because I think it's just a missed opportunity. But here's a theory that I came up with. What if the kids don't actually attend the actual dinner, and they're kind of there like as security or something? I could see them just being in their normal outfits, if that's what happens. So, the biggest thing I think we should expect this episode is Mama Schnee. We have got, I think it's already been confirmed that she's going to show up in the comics from what the plot for the next issue is, so they've got to show her in the show first. They've got to. They can't introduce her just in the comics, surely. But yeah, that's really the only things I've really got that could happen. This is just a lot of political talk. I mean, there'll probably be some comedy, and Mama Schnee, which could really bring some angst. I kind of hope her name is Willow. It would kind of show the fandom was right, or maybe RWBY just decided to give her that name because the fans called her that. But if it's not, it's not. You got any hopes for this episode?
As short as it is, I don't know.
And are we going to get the classic Christmas break cliffhanger? I don't see how they could do it this episode with them at the Schnee Manor unless just something bad happens at the party. But, yeah. So before we start, if you guys like the video, please subscribe, like it, share it around. Follow us on Twitter. Look at our Etsy store, our Square store, our Facebook. All the links are in the description. And the Let's Play trailer is in development. In production. So that'll be starting very soon. And, yeah, let's, the last episode, 2019. Let's get it going.
Only my father would turn a hostile takeover into a fluffy PR move. On the news, he said he just wanted to break bread and hash things out. Maybe it won't be so bad. We do want the general to start opening up to these people, right?
Yeah, but on his terms. Ironwood's going to be locked in a room at his rival's own dinner party. You know, Jacques says he's happy to moderate, but all that really means is he'll be the one controlling the conversation.
Not hard to imagine how that's gonna play out.
I still can't believe he won.
They're sitting on the same
Robin
bed.
was supposed to be the people's champion, wasn't she? There's just too many coincidences.
Oh.
You really think your dad might have something to do with Salem?
I think my father would do whatever it takes to win. And we should do the same.
Detective Schnee on the case.
Well, no one knows your dad better than you. And out of everyone going tonight, I'd say you're the only one who could snoop around the house and not be questioned.
Pause it.
If
I called that during the hiatus. I knew if they ever got invited to the Schnee Manor, the whole team, or at least one of them, would be snooping around for something. I called that. I just wanted to specify that. Okay.
Doc Schnee's up to something. I think we should know what it is.
Detective Schnee turns into Spy Schnee. Oh, of course, we got classical, snobby music. And they're not in formal outfits. So maybe I'm right. Oh, we're gonna see Winter interact with her dad.
Suppose we should smile for the cameras?
Sir, with all due respect, you'd have to pay me.
That was... Okay, Winter already has the line of the episode. It's quite an entourage.
Good evening, everyone.
Ugh.
Where's Klein?
What an interesting way to say, hello, dear brother, how have you been? I'm afraid you won't find him here. He was let go. I can't imagine why.
Oh, you little one. We
General,
better see Klein
exactly
again.
how large
Look
do you
at-
think our dining room table is?
Look at that entourage.
I happen to know it's enormous, but most of my guests will be on standby in case the council requests additional eyewitnesses.
Okay.
Until then, I'm sure they'll be happily celebrating your father's victory.
You little crap. So I was kind of right. They kind of are there on just detail. I wouldn't... I just would not fit at these
For
kind
those of you
parties.
joining us in the dining room, please follow me.
Wish us luck.
I mean, they already invited you, didn't they?
Ooh!
Care for a drink, sir?
No,
Oh,
thanks. I think I'll just stick
Good
to
for you,
patrolling the
Crow.
grounds.
I love that.
Words out of my mouth.
Ooh,
Right,
Marrow's
well,
not happy
don't
to
wander
do it.
off, don't break anything, and be ready in case the general calls on you.
Hors d'oeuvres?
Let's see them out of house.
Counterpoint, how about we do wander off, consider breaking things, and then all that other stuff.
I'll be in touch.
That's why Yang is my favorite character.
Dear sister, I was hoping we could use this time to catch up.
Oh,
I have to know. Why did you go through so much trouble to leave home only to come crawling back?
She isn't crawling back.
This might be a problem.
What is...
General
Is that an
Ironwood,
Oreo?
please
I don't know.
have a seat.
Robin's there.
Councilman Sleet. Councilwoman Camilla.
Councilwoman Hill would have had a nice ring to it. Though I suppose I should just be grateful I got invited to the table.
Miss Hill, that vigor of yours is precisely why we're grateful to have you with us tonight.
Someone pour wine on his head.
What is she doing here?
What we're all doing here,
a
James,
small council.
addressing the concerns of our kingdom. Which means we have much to discuss.
Indeed. I was hoping we could start by...
Are we safe with her here, by the way?
Oh, you...
I do recall some confusion regarding her involvement in that horrific massacre.
As the official report stated, that footage was doctored. Penny is completely under my control.
Ooh, that's
Which
not
is
a good use of
concerning,
words.
I think.
Concerning?
Let's talk about exactly what it is you control.
I do not like him.
Why won't this kid buzz off?
we need to do something.
What was that earlier about breaking things?
Well, Whitley,
That
I'm
isn't
sure the
Oreo.
company is lucky to have you. But if
At
you'll
least
pardon
Rin's
me,
smiling.
And where exactly is it that you're going?
Careful! Messy food coming through!
Right, the company has promised me my own parking space. Maybe even. Care for a drink? Don't mind if I do.
Oh no! Look out!
I'm going to go get some more.
The look on Ren's face!
Oh. 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 It's hilarious. Wow, that worked almost. Yeah, that worked almost too. Oh,
If you'll excuse me.
that was funny. That was
The
great.
fact of the matter is, you've operated with a fair amount of autonomy for the past few years, James. But what we need now is for you to work with us.
Sir, I have...
It's obvious that no
Winter's
kingdom
about to blow
intends
up.
to declare war on Atlas.
We had no involvement in the incident at Haven. We have proof our drones weren't acting on orders at Beacon. At this point, the closure of Atlas borders is only serving to hurt our relations with the rest of the world.
The rest of the world? It's hurting us. The people of Atlas are suffering, and they want to know why.
Quite right, Miss Hill. And I'm afraid there's more than just your choices that have brought harm to our citizens as of late. Have your forces found any additional evidence as to who is slaughtering innocent civilians down in Mantle?
That is an ongoing investigation, the details of which are classified, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid of the ever-growing list of classified information you seem to be keeping. I asked our fellow councilman here to shed some light on your Amity Coliseum project, and as it turns out, they know about as much as I do.
Even you don't know?
The Amity Project will help with all of the issues you present, but you have to understand that discretion is a top priority at this time.
Are you saying you don't trust us?
You can't just buy trust like everything else. You have to earn it.
Ooh.
I couldn't have said it better myself. General, if I may be blunt, you have spent what little trust this council had left in you. The hacker who turned Atlas drones against us was never captured. Whoever's been murdering your critics is still at large. How are we supposed to give you our trust when you've given us nothing as of late?
That's not what—
Winter. That's enough.
Excuse me.
Miss Schnee? Is everything okay?
I'm fine, thank you. Keep up the great work.
This random... That's a long way from the banquet hall.
Hello, darling.
Her name is... Oh, we finally get to see... Oh, come on.
Are you okay? I'll be fine. I just let my emotions get the better of me.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't understand.
Oh.
Aww.
Right.
No. What I mean is, this place holds a lot of memories for me specifically. I thought I was in control, but you heard me. I sounded like a petulant child.
I thought you sounded fine. You were just speaking from your heart.
And that is precisely the problem. I should have just stayed in line.
I guess you're right. I don't understand.
Aww. Oh boy, okay.
I'm sorry I couldn't come down for your party. I'm afraid I'm not feeling well.
She's drunk.
It's okay, Mom. It's fine.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
What are you doing in your father's office?
Just looking for something I left.
That's right, you left. You left.
I need to use Father's computer.
Why?
Because I think he may have done something. Something wrong.
I thought we all simply assumed that at this point.
Yes, well, some of us are trying to do something about it.
Ooh. Ooh. She's worse than Crow, I think.
He started locking his home computer. But he still has blind spots.
Ooh.
You put a camera in here?
I put them in every room of this house.
Ooh.
For our safety, in case I ever needed...
Ooh, she could ruin him.
You haven't come back to stay, have you?
No.
Good.
Oh.
came by. I'm afraid your father may be involved in something more dangerous than he realizes.
Oh! It'll be recorded!
No matter what happens, Weiss, please don't forget about your brother.
Whitley wants nothing to do with me.
Of course not. You left him alone. With us.
Oh, man, that's heartbreaking.
That fits with the look he gave.
Yeah. Oh, Weiss is about to find out everything.
Who are you?
Oh, what's he gonna do now? It's a very menacing scene right here. Well, bravo on that. He's taking the heating away. Because remember the last episode that... And of course, it just so happens to start snowing, meaning it's gonna get cold.
Hey, Mom! It's snowing!
It's, oh my gosh, it's gonna be a blizzard. Ugh. Wow, okay,
Her name is Willow.
yeah, yeah, wow, so either the fandom just got that right, like maybe something got leaked at some point to give us the idea that her name was Willow, or RWBY just decided, hey, the fandom has called her this for years, let's just call her Willow. Wow. Okay. So, kind of disappointed they didn't have formal wear, but it does make sense on what kind of role they're playing. Because it does kind of seem like they're just there on standby. So they are there under official...
Also, with Ren, that is the first smile we've seen
Yeah.
in a while.
Yeah.
He was proud of himself.
Yeah.
Like, so that...
Yeah,
It
so...
helps. It
yeah.
helps after last week.
Yeah.
So...
Well, there's no denying that he does care about Nora.
Well, yeah,
It's
but I
just
mean,
that-
like, from how he was last week, though,
Yeah, but,
he's
I mean-
kind of slipped a little bit back into the Ren we know.
Yeah. Okay, so they're there on standby, so that makes me wonder. Like, they're still at the manor, so I have a feeling they're still going to be there next episode. If they skip to something else completely different, I'm sorry. That's kind of a bad thing. It feels like there should still be more going on here.
I hope she records whatever that is to her own scroll.
Yeah.
Because, well, she's going to have to be able to show them.
Yeah, so, that is something I love. I love Detective Weiss, who is now Spy Weiss, in a way. And like I said, during the hiatus, I had this idea that if they did get invited to Schnee Manor at any time during their time in Atlas, that we needed, like, a spy-like thing happening for them to get dirt on Jacques. And that's pretty much what happened, except it's just Weiss. But this is kind of Weiss's time to shine a bit. We've all been saying that since it was going to be taking place in Atlas. So I love that. It's funny that they threw in some comedy and some like, I was right, angst and all that all into one episode. See, I love the little scene of Team Juniper pretty much causing havoc, where Team RWBY just stood and watched. So Oreos obviously exist in RWBY.
I don't know if they were exactly Oreos.
That's what they look like. Come on,
I know
Jess.
that, but still.
That is exactly what those were. That's what they were based off anyway. That was definitely Oreos. So it does kind of hint that Whitley is a victim after all.
Yeah, and well, thing is at first, when we'd first seen him a while back, it's just, I hated him.
Well,
but
I mean,
the
he'll
thing
always be a little shit. He'll
yes,
always be shitly.
But the look that he gave when Watts went into the office,
Yeah, he was
that was
scared.
Like, he was scared. Yeah, so that this kind of makes sense, though.
Even with Weiss getting that, seeing that stuff, hopefully she does record it to her own scroll, because unless Weiss knows who Watts is, since she is from Atlas. Unless she knows, but I mean, Willow didn't know who he was. She just said a man.
The picture.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But he didn't say who it was.
Yeah, he didn't say who it was. But she would if Weiss got a good look at Pietro's picture of the team that worked on Penny, then hopefully she will recognize him. But who knows? Maybe she has heard of Arthur Watts and she is from Atlas. But who knows? Maybe not. But if she records that and shows everyone, someone's going to realize who he is, and then that's going to tell them
he's not dead.
Yeah, that, and I don't know if they'll make the connection that he's working for Salem, but they know Tyrion is working for Salem, so hopefully they can connect those dots.
Somebody will, but the fact that everything suddenly went out, and that was doctored for Penny. So, and if anybody, Pietro would connect the dots quick.
Yeah, hopefully. The heat is now off in Mantle right when it decides to start snowing, and it looks like it started to snow even harder.
I think the thing is, I think
so people are going to start freezing to death.
I think the heat was keeping it from snowing.
You think?
Heavily like that?
I don't know, because it was very obviously raining before it did that. I don't know.
Well, also, what Jacques said before, to try and guilt Weiss.
Yeah.
Clearly wasn't, we knew it was him just being an asshole. But with how Willow reacted and what she said completely goes against what he said.
Yeah.
She seems she's sad that Weiss isn't there or to stay, but she's just saying, good.
Yeah.
She's glad that she's out, but now that's
Schnee family is a very tragic family so far.
But also some of the things she said that with the cameras, that leads me to believe that she's really, regardless of her drinking, she's just pretty much laying in wait, gathering evidence of something happening.
Oh yeah,
I hope she does something.
I hope this is foreshadowing that Jacques is going to get his in the end. He's going to be exposed.
Oh, I hope so.
He's going to lose his council seat, and then Robin will be put in by default.
And Willow take over the family.
Hopefully.
That'd be nice.
Because, so far, in one scene, she already showed a bigger problem than Crow did. So, yeah. Who knows? Maybe, Crow... Everyone's talking about how Crow's too old for Winter, so who knows? He might hook up with Mama Schnee.
I don't see that happening.
It'd be funny, though. So... We got some Lucky Charms. Big time. We got a little taste of Renora. His hand, because when Renora was still sitting on the floor.
And he's just proudly looking at the work that they just did.
This is the first episode of this chapter where we didn't have a really big major Bumblebee moment. But, we still got, them sitting on the same bunk and Blake looking at... Blake did give one of her classic looks to Yang during that, after... the havoc had been given, but I do have a feeling we will still be in Schnee Manor next episode. This kind of feels like a part 1 of a part 2 in a way to me.
Not as big of a cliffhanger as I was expecting.
Yeah, it
makes it a little easier.
Yeah, it was kind of weak as far as a Christmas cliffhanger that we're used to, though. What was last year's? I do not remember for the life of me what was last year's. Oscar disappearing was the cliffhanger. So, I don't know. The chance of people freezing to death in Mantle is kind of a pretty good cliffhanger, but it's like... I don't know. It feels like if one
something's going to intersect that at some point, but...
Yeah, well, I guess it's because a lot of people expect for the cliffhanger to be like, it's kind of been a running gag now that if something happens to one of the main characters or mid-volume, it's usually the Christmas cliffhanger because, remember Volume 5 was Weiss getting impaled. So, ever since then, people have kind of been... Because it's been so long ago, I don't remember any of the other Christmas cliffhangers. But, so yeah, a little weak as far as a cliffhanger goes, but it's still ominous, and it still is going to keep people theorizing for almost 2 weeks. So, about 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish it had been a longer episode, but who knows what else they've got planned. This is the halfway point, pretty much. This is the beginning of Act 2 of the volume, as Eddie said on Twitter. This is, well, actually, I think technically last week was about the start of Act 2. It's either that one or this one. But, just wow. It seems like no matter how short an episode is, RWBY has really surprised me this volume how much they can fit into a small episode. So yeah, my only really big criticism is I do feel like it was kind of weak for a cliffhanger episode. Seeing at least a little bit of a formal outfit for the rest of the team would have been nice, because we've not seen them in formal wear since Volume 2.
I mean, even...
This would have been the best opportunity, but...
Even Ironwood and the Aesops, they didn't. They were just in military.
Yeah,
so...
well, I mean, because it is like... It's not like they're going there to enjoy themselves.
Well, also, seeing that wasn't a full-on dinner for them, I can understand.
Yeah,
now it kind of makes sense why.
Yeah, I do understand. Like, they're pretty much there on security detail, pretty much.
If it was an actual, dinner party,
maybe.
Then yes, they would have had to have been informal.
They're pretty much the muscle there. But yeah, like, this was pretty much a Weiss episode. Because RWBY, Blake, and Yang didn't really... They just stood there. It was,
and laughed.
Yeah,
RWBY giggled.
Jean, Ren, and Nora kind of stole the episode in a way, too, because that was pretty funny.
Yeah, so we didn't have Jean last episode, so...
Yeah. Jean was nowhere to be seen.
So this was great, seeing their little team antic there.
Where was he? He must have been...
Probably just doing his...
He was on a date with one of the thirsty moms. One of the ones that are still alive. But yeah.
But he was probably ensuring more safety after that happened for the children left.
Yeah.
He probably took his huntsman role.
We'll get our Bumblebee dance one day. So yeah, this was pretty good episode for a short one. I hate to wait 2 weeks, but we're gonna have to.
I'm just really happy to finally see.
Yeah,
Mama Schnee.
Yeah, it is good to finally see the only member of the family that we had not seen on like, the actual character. We had saw the picture of her, of course.
Yeah,
but,
especially with just a short.
Yeah.
Short moment with her, though, just showed so much.
It was really heartbreaking. It was a really telling scene. And I've got another thing. What is up with this show and hot moms? You've got Summer, you've got Raven, you've got Callie, and now you've got Willow. Like all the moms in this series are gorgeous. Callie's still the best though. So yeah, great episode. Well, that's all the fun for us today. We gotta get ready for work. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully we made it entertaining. Our last, not last week's episode, but chapter 6, was it? Is that the one that's up currently?
Yeah.
Is over 300 views. That's amazing to us. Small channel. We've not been around for even a month yet, I don't think. Or are we about a month old now?
Around there.
So it's really awesome to already get a video that has that, and we're now at 90 subscribers. We're 10 away from 100. So please subscribe. We would love to hit 100 subscribers before the new year starts. We've got some plans for this upcoming week. I mean, it's still going to be a pretty busy week with it being Christmas. But we've got a few videos planned. I'm going to hopefully have the first episode of the Let's Play up soon.
Hand drawing your little intro here trailer is not exactly the easiest thing in the world.
We've still got some ideas for videos that we've talked about since the channel started, but we just haven't done because we've been busy.
For Christmas, we're gonna Just because we can actually have access to getting one, we may do an unboxing. It's not the one we originally planned, but we found one that's actually more worth it. So
yeah,
we're gonna do that. Figured an unboxing thing would kind of fit with Christmas, so
it might be after Christmas, like a couple of days after Christmas, because I don't get paid till Friday, so unless I get paid early for Christmas.
But during the break, that's...
Yeah, so just in case this is the... well, no, this will be up after that, never mind. Hopefully our Chapter 7 reaction will be up either today or tomorrow. I think it's still blocked.
It says unlisted, so we're getting closer to it not staying blocked as long, but I've not got an email yet.
Okay. But, yeah, hopefully we won't be too tired to do an analysis later tonight. But if not, it won't be up till Monday at the earliest, because we'll probably wait and do it Sunday. But, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully we made it as entertaining as our other reactions. If you like it, please leave a like. Please subscribe. Like I said, we would love to hit 100 subscribers before the beginning of the new year. Let's Plays are coming. We've got some other ideas coming.
And 100 subscribers is our next giveaway point. We haven't done the 50 subscriber giveaway yet. We've been waiting to hit that 100 so we can do 2. That way we'll announce both.
Yeah. But, yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share it around, follow us on Twitter, check our Facebook page out, look at our Etsy store, our Square store. She's still doing commissions. So, yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.